Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are we doing? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It is extremely hot. Very hot today, so we will be doing a lot of chill amongst the races. Racing and chill. You guys down to race and chill with me? I hope so. I hope you're down to race and chill with me. How's the smell in your room? I have actually... It smells better than ever. Let's turn things on. And I'll elaborate. I will elaborate. Boom. Sup, guys? Hello. Hello. Did the cat piss in your chair again? Not that bad, but this is what happened. This morning, woke up. My daughter was wide awake. She's always awake very early. And she, we all wake up as a family. My routine usually is, because I stay up later than my wife. I usually, I get up earlier, even though that makes no sense, and do all the chores, and then my wife does like the morning routine with our daughter. So I went downstairs to do the dishwasher. And I went to feed the cats and empty their litter trays, deal with their shit. And I did all that. However, when I came up to my stream room, I always close the door. I always make sure this room's door is closed, because we've had it before. There has been an incident, a piss incident before, in the seat. It was horrible. I forgot to close the door when I got the pots from in here. So, only about half an hour had gone by. But in that half an hour, one of my cats came into this room and took his shit in the corner. I don't know how it... Why? Why? Anyway, and it wasn't a normal shit. It was horrible. I had to clean it. Thankfully, we have like a carpet cleaner, like a proper professional carpet cleaner. So it's clean as oat. It's cleaner. It's probably cleaner than it was beforehand. So yeah, but it wasn't nice, guys. It wasn't nice. Yo, Dean, Sergio, what up? Umbreon, welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, let's actually do some driving. Enough about that shit. Enough about that shit. Let's actually do some driving shit. I'll put some music on as well. There we go. Turn the music on. Right, first race is at Watkins Glen, so it would make sense to do a few laps at Watkins Glen to get used to it, right? Boom. 255. Boom. Yo, Shay, what up, man? What up? Bomb, 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 bomb. If you're late to the lobby, you get a $10,000 fine. Okay, and I will pay it to myself. Is that fair? When will LMU be on console? I don't even know if they plan to get that on console. Is there any plan? Or is it already? I have no idea, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if there literally isn't a plan to get it on console. Working today? Yeah, man, we're working hard today. Working hard. Yeah, Shay had a chance to win yesterday. Unless he had the same race pace as Campanella. Because he dropped... Man was so quick in quali, but then, yeah, Yeah, last night's race was just, it was nuts. I'm not gonna lie, it was freaking nuts. So much happened. Running the Mathis at back first and finding it a little on the edge. Any recommendation for a slight change to make it easier? You can go one more click of wing if you want. So instead of on the lowest wing, add one click. That will help. Maybe go a click on the front ride height. Make it higher. Just basically stop it from being too snappy. would be a good idea. That's what I'd recommend. Maybe a little bit more positive toe on the rear. Positive, not negative. Go, 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 go. Have I seen the AC Evo update announcement? I have not. There's an update announcement?
Car on the left. Clear
Practice
on the left.
descends. Yo, Ross! Don't crash, mate. It's gonna happen whether you wish it or not. Yeah, what's the AC Evo update? I heard there hasn't been an update. The update is there is no update. That's what, at least the last I heard. It's in 70 minutes? Oh, wait. What do you mean? Like they're announcing something? What do you mean? I don't know. It's been a while since I've known anything about AC Evo. I'm excited to see what comes next, but like, I don't know. I just don't know anything. Hey, speaking of the AC Evo, Raggy! How's it going, man? Hope all is good in the hood. They will release a stream 1 hour later. Wait, I'm still confused as to what. Are you saying there's going to be an AC Evo stream in an hour and they're going to talk about the roadmap? If so, we could watch it together. Yes.
Yellow flag is
Okay. You want to watch it with me? Wait, that ties in with the end of this race I'm about to do.
Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
We can do a watch party.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Reaction stream. Yo, thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm trying to. I suck at this last sector, man. I don't know what it is. I always suck at this last sector. Thank you so much for that. 16 months. God damn. Huge. Big resub. Almost 2 sub babies. Appreciate that. Thank you. God. The turn ones are so bad. On the official AC channel, okay. I'll definitely have to check that out. Bum bum. Because I am very interested. Ugh. Damn it. Look, Joyce, see you in the next race. Let's go! Take it to Sasha. I'll do my best, lad. Thank you. I hope the Ford has been treating you well, lad.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Oh my god.
Be careful there.
I only noticed that guy like last
Cross
second.
so far.
I thought I was about to just drive head first into someone. The grass line genuinely isn't that bad. It's way easier than you think. Basically, you either don't cut at all. Like, well, I'll show you in a second, actually. Let me, I'll show you the depth line. Like that. Oh, okay, it worked. I'll show you how to do the grass line. It's so easy, and you'll find out straight away that it's not that bad. Watch this. At least in this car, anyway, with my setup, and I think with most setups in this car. So, where are we? Meow. So, if you guys see us take... This works with most cars, by the way. Not every car, but it works with the Aston, the McLaren, the Ferrari, this, the BMW. Maybe not the Honda. I don't know, but maybe every car. Basically, this curb here is kind of fucked in a way. It's a little bit broken. Basically, huge curb here, right? You can either stay to the left and run up this curb and, you know, have all your tires on the tarmac or curb, or you can do this grass line, which is this. You'll see here, that, where I have half my car on the grass. And it looks pretty crazy from on board, and it looks pretty crazy from off board. The reason why it's sketchy is because when people try this line, they don't commit enough. That's why people think it's sketchy. If you have your right wheel, so, you know, your right wheel, if that makes contact, if you don't cut enough, basically, and your right wheel goes, you know, right in the middle, so where the grass connects to the curb, then you explode and die. Doesn't matter what car you're in, you explode and die. Some cars it's worse than others. The Fords, you can kind of half save it, but if you put your right tire just on this and roll it, look at that drop there. You just explode. You just explode. So basically, what I do is, every time I go into this corner, if I'm taking it enough so I don't need to go on the grass, I stay left. If I've gone in a bit too fast and I know I'm going to go on the grass, I just commit and go across the grass. Just commit. Don't half chance it. And if you are going to send it, don't half send it. It's basically stay to the left or commit. You can't be wishy-washy. Try it a few times where you just fully commit, and you'll find out it's actually not that bad. Sometimes you get a weird bounce and you land a little bit wrong, and you have to do a little bit of a counter steer, but it's really, really easy. At least in this car. It's not... Sometimes I might get a weird bounce and have to opposite lock, but it's not that bad. It just looks intimidating, because you've probably seen people die there, or you've attempted it and just not committed enough and died yourself. So, lawnmower or stay on the left of the curb. You can't even go to the very edge. Like, if you have your right wheel right on the edge, you still explode. Like, you've got to be a little bit to the left, right? Just as soon as you have any of your tire on this drop, boing. So, yeah. That's my tutorial for that curb. And hopefully it helps. Fingers crossed it helps. Pro driver, it's really, really easy. It's not easy, really, but when you get used to it, it is. It's like anything, practice. That's genuinely not even like a skill. It's just practice, that. What pace do I need to compete in events like you? That's what this guy wrote in the chat. Depends on the event, but within a second normally. I think that's about right. Wait, as me? Okay. As me? Well, guys, he's gonna impersonate me. Oh, the lobby's up. Bam, bam, bam. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, no. Oh, dear. How much difference does changing the TC per corner per lap make? Depends on the car. There's only a few cars where you even use TC efficiently in this game anymore, which is kind of sad. But with the Ford, it can be a lot. If you're in a hairpin with TC6, good luck, you know? So, it can help a lot. The rule of thumb is, at least with the Ford, is TC6 usually, sometimes TC5, sometimes TC7 or 8 on the really slippy tracks. And then every time you go on a hairpin, it can be anywhere between TC1, 2, 3, or 4. Just sort of depends on the track. Right, we're going to have to use the ACC connector tool because this is fucked, unfortunately. It's dead. Raggy, the servers are down. Raggy. Bang. Right, we made it. We made it! Alright. Oh, it's a very cold race. 16 degrees. 16 degrees. What do I want to do with this? Let's go 2, 2. And then, what do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we'll go 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. If that doesn't work, then I'll cry.
Green line. Give it all you got.
Brum! Let's go. Wait, how does Tom Hanks have the lap record? 42.350. That is the race lap record. Will you let Sasha gain ELO? Depends. I feel like taking someone out. And Sasha is a prime target.
Whoa, let's go.
Yo,
Thanks for resubscribing to
J-Quad66.
Car on the
Whoa,
left.
let's
Clear
go.
on the left.
Thanks for
And
resubscribing to
Izo.
UKOG.
Thank you very much. A full year. A 9 and a 12. Thanks, guys. That's huge. Cheers. Very much appreciate. Need to move your sim rig to the garden? I know. I actually do. Get a tan while driving.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Wait. I was going to say, oh, thanks for letting me go, but then look at this.
Slow car ahead.
I'll sip on some juice while I wait. Alright. To be honest, I'm probably going to do another run anyway after this, so I didn't need to leave that big of a gap. Thanks for subscribing to UKOG is what you hear every single
Yellow
time.
flag in sector 3.
That must be your brain telling you something, you know? You're only hearing what your brain wants to hear. It clearly says UKOG.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Oh my god. You see, that was the bad bounce. But I think that's because it's pretty cold. But like, even with the bad bounce, like, you don't really lose much of anything, to be honest. Probably like a couple temps. Yo, Conrad, what up? How are things? Cock-a-doodle-doo. Guys, I finally used that voucher I got from Pro Series. Finally. It has been used. So, I decided to upgrade my PC that I use for streaming. So, I've got a 5080 coming tomorrow that I'll be setting up and making sure it works. Which I'll guarantee I'll have some sort of issue with. And there'll be no stream for a week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. See if I can squeeze some more frames out of this game. I did want to get a 5090. I really did, but the problem is it's just really hard to get and expensive, and unfortunately overclockers charge a lot for the 5090. So I was like, nah, I'll just go 5080. Just don't install the new NVIDIA drivers. Oh god, why? Yeah, also I've heard so many bad stories about the 5090, so I don't want to be another statistic to that list. No!
Time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Well, I kind of need to set a lap time. Oh my god! I actually kind of... I need to, you know, not invalidate every single lap. This would be a... This would be beneficial to us. Oh shit! Are we doing a last to first? I mean, if we end up doing a last to first, to be honest, I don't really mind. But I'd prefer not to. Let's at least attempt to beat the LFM ELO record first. Yeah, that connector cannot be trusted. I agree, and that was like a big reason why I thought, nah, I'm just not gonna. We'll go 5080.
Clear on the right. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Yellow flag.
I know it's probably. I don't know. The thing is, I look at like a lot of like tech channels on YouTube, and they're like, the 5080 is absolutely garbage, a completely useless card. Never buy this. But then, like, the next video is like, the 5080 is actually really good because the 49, so the 59 is dying all the time, and it's like, oh, whatever. I feel like a lot of the tech channels on YouTube are so, like, just want clicks, you know? Like, I know, I mean, everyone wants clicks, right? That's how they make a living, but it's so... Like, it's very hard to find someone who's very honest. We need to rile up our viewers. Right now, I've got a 4070 Ti. and I'm upgrading to a 50-80. So I should receive...
Yellow flag, be careful.
Turn? Hello? Oh my god, the worst start to a lap ever. I'm predicting to get about a 30% increase on all frames.
Be careful.
Bare minimum. And performance. Most of those tests show that it's about between a 20 to 40% gain.
Yellow flag is
I would have got a 40-90. Yeah, but I don't have two. It's a lot of money. I would have also got a 40-90. I would have also got a 50-90, but no, it's a lot of money, and then also just if I want to get a 40-90, I have to pay the price of a 50-90. Because the only way to get a 40-90 is like from someone on eBay probably who's just selling it at the exact same price as a 50-90. And then if I get a 50-90, then there's a huge chance that there's issues with it and it may set fire to my house. So the choice was clear to me. You selling your old card? Yeah, I'm giving it to Lewis. He's asked for it, and I was gonna sell it for about, I don't know, you can probably get like 400, 500 quid for a 4070 Ti, but I'm selling it for 250 or something like that. I think 250 is what I said. Right, let's do a lap where I don't fuck up.
Well done, mate. Your fastest lap so far.
Yeah, so basically when I give Lewis the 4070 Ti, you offer him 300 and he's made 50 quid. Why does the track feel so slow? I'm gonna catch this guy, aren't I, ahead? He's going around the outside of this corner. I swear to God. Please do not catch this guy. 1.3 seconds. There's no way. Yes. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. You didn't have to do that for me. So I appreciate the generosity. Thank you.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Really struggling with turn one. I feel like I'm losing a lot of my time in sector one. Nearly a 41. Damn it.
Well done, mate. Your fastest steps.
I gotta do any more laps, that's it. I'm not allowed.
Cut.
I'm not allowed. Not allowed. That could have easily been a 41 with a good turn 1. Still a 0.7, but that's just 'cause it's cold. A good last sector that time around, but yeah, sector 1 could have been like way quicker. I mean, it carries over. Bum 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 bum. Wait, did we get the 4th best time? New P4, let's go. I think we could have definitely like that could have, like, the record was on there definitely if I was a bit more practiced. If I was a little bit more practiced, the record would 100% be on in these conditions. Bomb bomb bomb. But yeah, it's actually not too bad to get a if you've got a lot of money, you can get a 5090 pretty easily now. Like, overclockers have 5090s all the time. Like, every day they've got 5090s in stock. But I guess because they're in stock a lot, there's a premium to that. And they do charge a fair chunk more than what... Well, I don't know, actually, if it's them or if it's the, you know, like the MSI 5090, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they always charge a bit more for the retailers. But I don't know if it's overclockers charging it a bit extra, or, you know, I don't know exactly how the workings of that is, but it is a lot of money. Like, I could have got a 5090 today if I wanted to. I'm probably going right now and there's like 3 or 4 in stock, you know. But I don't want to spend. I think the most expensive one I saw was 2.9k pounds, and then there was another one. I think the cheapest was 2.1. It's that like Petite brand or whatever it is. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. It's very expensive. Bomb bomb. Pellet Petite. I don't know what it's called. More fuel. What? So we can go for a quick run at the end. A big overcut. I'll go 55 liters. I actually have no idea what to do in terms of pressures. This side looked way too hot. It just ended up getting a penalty yesterday. I don't think anything's been processed yet. So we'll find out in due course. It could be a few days. I don't know. Wow. That's a great test. Ah! 65 and 20. I don't think I'm going to be quicker than the, like, that much quicker. In race trim, I really don't think I'm going to be that much quicker. It was only a couple temps, and, like, the start-finish straight, so the run up the hill is, like, 3 temps. You know what I mean? So, unless they fight, I'm going to be locked in battle for most of this stint, to be honest. I think I'm going to... You say 65. For a 25-minute race, you run 50 liters, right? This has got the outlap, so then it'll be 25, and then I'll need to run... So I'll have to go 55, then like 35, maybe? Maybe a bit more, actually. Top 6 forward, wow, great bop, yeah. Sadly, yeah, it's not even like the bop. Like, the lap's not bad. There's like another like 10th in it, like probably quite easily, but it's not an awful lap. It's just straight line speed is ridiculous. 57.40? Holy shit, is it really that much? There's no way it's going to be 97 liters for a 45-minute race. You know, I'll go 58. Wait, so how much would I need here, Rang? If I start with 58, what do you reckon I'm going to have to put in? I need to wait for the fuel thing, because we don't have it.
30 seconds.
Bam, 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 bam.
20 seconds.
Alright, let's just go with whatever that is. I don't know. Let's just drive it. Wait, wait. Were they the exact... Wait. It's probably... It's gone off my screen. That's the issue. It's rolled up. It was 65 and something. I can't remember. I'm on 58. It was 65 and 30. So if I go 37... There we go. Oh yeah, that's it. Perfect. Oh, 65 and 20. Oh, okay. So I just need to go 27. Gamba? Lots of mods want to do a Gamba. Gamba can be, do I get the lap record in this race? The LFM record. Yeah, it is quite disheartening to see so many Fords, man. So many Fords. Like, I'm confident, like, the thing is, like, let's say I took the Ferrari here, or the McLaren, the cars I know, right? I'm confident I get a time that was relatively similar, but the thing about the Ford is, it's just a lot, I feel like it's easier to get the lap. I don't have to do as crazy of a sweaty lap and grind as much to get the time compared to if I was in the McLaren or Ferrari. And then secondly, also, I feel like, what would you prefer in a sprint race? Do you want to be quick around the corners or have better straight line speed? And I think we all know what the answer is. In a sprint race, what would you prefer? You've got to have that straight line speed. That's why the past, like, is it 5 LFM Pro Series now? I think the whole of last year and all of this year so far. The only things that have won LFM Pro seasons are BMW from Nils last year, Aston, so this is before Ford, so BMW and Aston, the two before Ford quickest straight line cars in the game. Then we have Ford, then Nissan. So it's like, well, Nissan, Ford, then Nissan. So, yeah, it's like, when you think about it, the only things that really win Pro Series, the Sprint Championship, are the quick cars in a straight line. So it's, 'tis a shame. I wish Kunos would make the Ford slower in a straight line. I would be very happy. Because I'm probably one of the few people that genuinely like driving this car. I don't know why. Maybe I'm stupid. I genuinely enjoy driving this car. However, it's just too quick in a straight line. It's obvious. Now, there are other cars that are also very quick in a straight line. Yes, you know, there's BMW, Aston. But this is just a little bit too far. It's like, compared to the Ferrari, the Aston and BMW are like 3 steps up. This is 4 steps up. 3 steps is already bad enough. Having 4 steps just becomes ridiculous, you know? Oh my god, brake.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Green, green, green. Alright, fingers crossed. We don't get slipstreamed. They're gonna bump draft, aren't they? Oh god. Wiggle! Wiggle! I've probably got way more fuel than these guys. So this could be a difficult stint.
The pit is now open.
God. Here comes Sasha. Wait, so what did Sasha start with, did you say? 44 liters. Oh, he's got 44 now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to get gooder. He's on me like a hawk. He's touching me. He's touching me. He's on me like a hawk tour. I want to cry.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
Braking too early there. Oh, he's gonna be side by side.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Woo! Spicy. Yo, I'm slipping and sliding through that really bad. I think this level of fuel is really not good for the rear end of this setup. I'll leave the door open a little bit. Box for less fuel.
Whoa.
Box,
Let's go.
box.
Thanks for resubscribing to UKOG.
I don't think it make this much of a difference. But Sasha is flying as well. That is also a thing. Oh my god. But I cannot take turn 1 correctly. I have a distinct lack of turn 1 ability. Yeah, thank you so much, Sam! Appreciate that. 81. Bam. Sasha's probably thinking, what is this guy doing? What's he fucking doing?
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
Is this enough for a run for him? Thank you for your McLaren setups on Go. They're perfect. Thank you for the message. Appreciate that. I'm happy they are working for you. I think the record is 350, right? Fuck. Damn it.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job, man.
It is always turn 1 where I'm losing so much time to him. That was just a genuinely really bad turn 1 though. Oh, look at this. Dance, flipper, dance. Oh shit. Oops.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
Fuck, I hit that curb so badly. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. He's got a really good run here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Holy shit. I shouldn't have used that track cut because I allowed him to then get a run. I should have like really focused on trying to get the car back on track. It was a bit stupid of me, to be honest, because then he would have to have slowed down going up the hill. Yo, Luke, what up? Oh my god, the sun! The sun through there is horrific! Got another good run. Let's see if this one pays off. It's pretty much the same as last time.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I knew what he was playing at there. Yeah, a little bit creative there with the defense, but it worked. God damn. Let's see. Woohoo! Ain't no room there, sir. I'll let him run wide. Woo! Knudsen closing fast. Are there a lot of A7X listings in the UK? When I was younger, yes. They're probably not as popular as they were back then, but man, my whole I'd say from I'd say from when I was about 15 up until, I don't even know, my whole life. '15 onwards, it's just been, they were nuts. They were so popular.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
God, that bounce is so shitty sometimes. This idea of going really long on fuel has been tough. It might pay off if we can get the lap record, but it's going to be the cost of ELO, because I don't know how I'm going to get past Sasha afterwards, because he's 100% getting through. Like when he pits for the undercut. Or now. Or now.
Car on the right.
I think this is probably the best. We'll use him now to not lose much pace. Because I'm worried about the guys behind closing in. Because if I'm going for like, I'm going to be going like 4 or 5 laps longer, and I'm going to get fucked. So I need to... try and move from them. Do not want them to get involved in this battle. Oh my god. Especially with the, like I say, I'm gonna be doing a big overcut, and I'll be losing like half a second a lap probably. Oh hey Jordy, thanks for the brew. Oh, I don't know if you asked me, I couldn't hear, sorry. Huh? No, it's alright. A brew on a hot day like today? I know. Hey, you can never beat a brew. Oh my god. This setup is not designed for this fuel. I needed to go down on the rake. I need to do a lot of things. But in the next stint, it will be good. The next stint, when we do this short stint, this will be perfect. Oh my god, the rear actually wants to kill me. I can't even accelerate. Let's try and stay in the suck zone. Slippy, slippy boy. Oh no, guy behind is pitted, and I have 5 more laps.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
If I'm looking to gain ELO today, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can sacrifice this strategy. Like, it's gonna be brutal. 5 extra laps. Ah! I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. I swear I touched that wall. Oh my god. I'm alive. That's all that matters. I do not know how I'm not dead after that. That was insane. I don't know. Oh, number 4 stop go. I think that was the guy who just pitted, right? Behind. Holy shit, that was a wide angle in. Right, we can do 4 more laps. This is going to be crazy, this last stint then.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
Damn, we had a lot more fuel. It's going to be a tough overtake on Sasha at the end, and I don't think we'll be able to get it, to be honest, but I'll try. Unless he makes a mistake like me. Jesus. This does make it interesting, though. Instead of just going for it in these races, having some weird-ass fuel strategy. Come on, get in his suck after this corner, please. Come on, come on, come on.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out.
Yes. Give me your suction, sir. Yes. Oh, I love this. Thank you very much, sir.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I don't know how I didn't die there on that overlap. Like, I have to look at the replay. Take me to the top. Stop doing this, George. Alright, no damage from that one. That's good. Alright, 2 more laps. And then, exactly how much fuel do I need to add, Rengu? Specifically. Up for debate. What is that, like a chance of a bono lap or something? $27 or $28. Okay. Next lap, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be about 1.5 seconds behind Sasha, maybe 2.
Fuel is running low. We have a box.
Pressures are good. Fresh tires. I'll go 28. This plane goes to hell if we've been jumped by the guy behind, though. Is it Manny Ram? I can't remember. Do need to go down on pressures quickly. In. Perfect. Wow, that was actually a really good stop. Right, front right, down 1. You know what, they can all go down a click as well. Bang. Right. Ooh, cup of tea. Guys, I changed camera for the pit lane. I cheated. I cheated. Bang.
Mandatory stop is not clear.
Angele, Arriba! Right, I think we're easily going to be in P2 behind Sasha here. I think we've got the gap. And now let's see if I can just catch up. It's going to be hard. I'll only have like 1 or 2 laps at the end here to do something. But let's try. Give it a go. Try for that record. Am I washed? Well, we all know the answer to that, but can a washed man unwash himself? Losing nothing on this outlap when my tires are cold, so that's a good sign. Oops. I cheated! I'm a cheater! There's no leaderboard for invalid laps. Wait, what? What? Why has no one informed me of this? Stop doing that. That's a temper damage. Right, that would have been a 10th off the world record. So we need to go a 10th quicker than that lap. Oh, this lap's not it. The worst bounce in the world 3 times. That was fucking glorious.
Slow car ahead.
That wasn't a good lap.
Clear on the right. Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
Dude, I'm like barely quicker than what I was at the start of the race. The start of the race I got a 0.5. Guess I got a delta now though, yeah. Fuck off.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job, man. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
No! Ah, GG. Fuck! Alright, this is probably the last lap before I catch session. Probably will catch session. This, I think this might be GG. So I'll catch session in the last sector, I think. On! World record, baby!
Fastest lap of the race so far.
That fuel advantage he had up the hill was so insane. I don't have that now.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And some banding of rubber. Jesus. Sasha deploying the lag switch. Clearly a deployment. Alright, last lap.
The window is now closed. Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Wow, well defended from him. Good shit, Sasha. Oh, it's close. Woo! GG, man. Good stuff, Sasha. Awesome race. Awesome fight. Good defending from him as well. That was awesome. Woo! Nearly got the dub there. That first stint was so difficult with that fuel, man. Like, that was really tough. I didn't expect it to be that much of a pace difference. It was like 4/10 a lap. It was nuts. But we got the record. That's what matters. I think we still gained ELO. So that's good. We still gained ELO even with P2. So, in fact, you know what? Overall, it's a full positive. We're happy. It's one of those times where, yeah, we finished P2, but it's a good P2. Because we had a good fight. We achieved something in the race. And we still gained ELO. GG to Sasha again, man. Awesome drive from him. Very good drive from him. What do I want to do? I'm not going to save that setup. I can't be bothered. Right. Let's see what this AC Evo announcement is. I've been eager to see this, to be honest. Actually, no. First, I want to see this wall touch. I swear, I thought I was dead. Like I was like, it's over. Like it is over. Was it here? Wasn't there? Wait a minute. How close? I think I did touch it. So, for those of you who don't know, this wall has a hitbox to where, you see where that brown stain is there? That's the hitbox of the wall. So it's extended out. It's like an invisible hitbox. I guess we just missed it. But that was very close. Could fit a bus through there? True. Okay. That looks sketchy as fuck on board. Look at this. Like, look what it looks like on board. Like, how am I not hitting this? Can someone explain? How am I not about to kill myself? Like, oh my god, man. The way the car drifts is how we got out of this. Did I do anything on the wheel? I can't remember. Nope. A little wiggle. Man, that is crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. It was at this moment George thought, he's dead. Fucking hell. No, I don't want anything like that again. Jesus Christ. Right, let's have a look at what this AC Evo announcement is. Some of you guys said that you've seen it and nothing's really been announced, but I want to watch it. So, bum 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 bum. Let me get it up here. Let me get it up. AC Evo. Where even is it? 16 minutes ago. It's a 5-minute video, so that's not too bad. We can guys, we can deal with 5 minutes of looking at this video, right? Right? Let me whip it out for you guys real quick. Let me just whip it out. Alright. Let's see. Also, let me know. Oh, is my mic dead? Oh, no. My OBS, it's dying. Wait, can you guys hear me? Oh, God. I think my stream's dead. Oh, we're back? Are we back? Hello, testing? Testing? Oh, I think I had a freeze then. At least on my end, there was a freeze. Excuse me while I whip this out. Oh, we should be here. Are we back? Testing. Repeat what I say. 1, 2, 3 balls. Repeat. 1, 2, 3 balls if you can hear me. Right, we're good. Yeah, my OBS like kind of froze when I did this. I don't know why. Very strange. But anyway, let's have a look now. Let's have a look. Let me know what the volume's like. It should be okay. Kunos! That's a door.
Okay.
That looks like quite a heavy door. I think that might be an FD60 door. Like, that's a really heavy-duty door.
Well, we got it wrong. But it can be a good thing when developers are willing to listen.
Okay.
And we do. This is not how we usually start our keynotes, but it is what it is. So let me provide you with some clarification about some questions that the launch of Evo has generated, because I have some good news for you.
Yeah, so I don't know if this video is like planned in advance, like in a while, or it's like they're just doing it now, but like in response. But yeah, basically, for those who don't know, just for clarification, I personally don't really care. I'd rather them take time to build a good game. That's what I think. But a lot of people are getting a little bit annoyed that like there was a roadmap, and I don't even know if they are. I think they're sticking to it roughly. I don't know exactly, but I think some people are getting annoyed that they might not be sticking exactly to the roadmap, or things are taking longer than normal. That's basically how people are getting, and people are getting riled up by that. And maybe this is in response to that. I don't know. Like I say, for me, I just rather they take time with it. I really, you know, I'm old now. I got, yeah. Time, yeah, let them take time. Maybe if you're younger and you're zooming around, you're a zoomer, you want things done instantly. But I can let them take time with it. Anyway, let's go.
In terms of numbers...
But actually, no, I'm getting closer to death. Wait, yeah, it should be the opposite, actually. Wait. Hurry up now! No, I'm joking.
Evo has generated, because I have some good news for you. In terms of numbers, the launch of Assetto Corsa Evo is so far the most successful in the story of the franchise. This means a lot to us, and we are so grateful to all of you for the great support you are giving to our team, especially in these challenging times for the video gaming industry. Due to the ambitions we have with Assetto Corsa Evo, one of the main targets of the Early Access program is to balance the gameplay experience and tweak the new features and game modes introduced for the first time in the third chapter of Assetto Corsa. One of these is the online ecosystem we are building around Evo.
Yes.
Some people have assumed that Assetto Corsa Evo has been assembled as an online-only product. Let me tell you this straight, it's not like that. Anyway, we recognize that a lack of information, a not ideal placement of some user interface functionalities, and the backend issues at launch in January prevented you from enjoying some single-player modes.
Yeah, it did a little bit. Yeah, because see, we got told what was coming, and then we got it, and then there was a lot of bugs. But again, I mean, for me, I'm willing to wait. It's fine. It's like this isn't one of those bullshit early access games where we're early access even though the game's basically finished. This is to stop any criticism. It's not one of those games. This is genuinely early access, you know, and you get it at a discounted price, and they're not making you pay for shit. So I get it.
And led our community to the conclusion that you can't play Evo offline, or in a very limited way, or that if one day we shut down the servers, you will not be able to play it at all. As I said before, it's not like that.
That's good.
Anyway, in the last weeks we made a deep review of the situation, evaluating also your comments and feedback. And instead of...
Oh god, that is... man, I would... It's like, if I was actually making AC Evo and scrolling down these comments, I would need to see a therapist after this, if it was me.
Rushing behind a quick and dirty solution, we decided to apply changes to workflow and software architecture, taking a step back to better meet the requests from the community. The first result is that we are working to make the single-player modes totally independent from the presence of an online connection, with a goal to provide Evo with a fully well-known Assetto Corsa Classic experience. This means that launching the game, you can choose if you want to play Assetto Corsa as you did with the previous chapters in the open mode, while other features related to the game economy, the driving academy and progressive unlocks will live inside the career mode. To apply these changes we'll need a bit more time than expected before to release the Early Access version 2. But we are also making some modification to the current roadmap. So, the next release will include more content than planned,
wait,
while
what
the
was
engine
that?
team is taking advantage of this delay to bring performance optimizations in graphics performance, triple screen and VR support, AI behavior and performances. The result of these optimizations are quite encouraging. We are fixing some relevant issues, and this will result in an even better driving experience. Talking about the roadmap, we'll make some changes in order to provide you with a familiar Assetto Corsa experience while we'll continue to work on the career mode and progression. So, after release 2, we'll fully focus
Thanks for
on
resubscribing to UKOG.
Yo, thank you for that resub under the barrier. Legend, dude. Cheers.
functionalities, hoping to deliver multiplayer mode in the early summer. There is another change in the roadmap that will make you happy. Even if the modding functionalities were expected to be shared and delivered after the 1.0 release of Assetto Corsa Evo, we are now planning to release modding tools during the Early Access program, in order to test it properly with the goal to improve and finalize it before the 1.0 release. We can't wait to see how the modding community will express its talent using the huge potential of Assetto Corsa Evo and pushing it to the edge. On our end, we decided to make some changes also in the car release schedule, delivering in advance some models that were expected to be released later this year or in the 1.0 version. After all, we haven't released any open-wheelers since 2017. That's quite a long time, isn't it? This refactoring is just the first result of some changes we are applying to our organizational chart in order to deliver the best possible Assetto Corsa experience ever. So I'm so glad and proud to welcome back my older brother Stefano Casillo, founder of Kuno Simulazioni and father of Assetto Corsa, in the role of Chief Technical Officer of Assetto Corsa Evo. The Kunos team is working at his own best, doing any possible effort to make you happy and satisfied. So, on behalf of Kuno Simulazioni and 505 Games, thank you so much for your understanding and patience. The scope of this early access program is not just delivering content, but putting things right when there is room for improvement. And this is what we are doing so hard. So, grazie.
Yeah, that's pretty informative. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. What did we learn from this video? I swear I saw Coda twice. That's for me, that's like... Hopefully that's coming up soon. Where was it? Where was it? I want to see Coda. It looked like it was very similar to the ACC mode. Look there. As soon as I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then here, look, that's the pit lane of Coda. And then this is someone driving not on the racing line at Coda. Yeah, that's looks quite similar to the ACC version. Like the way the curbs are.
And this will
Even though I'm seeing a very low quality version right now.
Even better driving experience.
The ACC version of Coda is so good though. It's so well mapped. And then Donington! It's like 2 of my favorite tracks have just been shown. It's like this is made for me. 2 of my most favorite tracks are being teased. Man, I can't wait to actually see the details at Donington. There's a 3rd track? Look harder.
Talking about the roadmap, while we'll fully focus on netcode functionalities, hoping
That's Coda.
to deliver more
That's
multiplayer
Brands.
mode in the early summer.
Laguna earlier? Yeah, Laguna's already in the game, right?
There is this of the Access Pro, the one
where's
presses
the other one?
schedule here, delivering
Wait, maybe it's
our
right.
end
Wait.
potential of Assetto Corsa Evo and pushing it to the edge.
Is that some... That looks like Coda. Go back about 2 minutes.
We're giving to our team, especially in these challenging times for the video gaming game. The early access.
Right, there was an update and wasn't this track put in? What's it called? I can't remember what this is called. About 2 minutes in. So let's go here.
Architecture.
Remember, I can't read. Remember, I'm old.
Taking a step back to better meet the requests from the community. The first result is that we are working to make the single-player modes totally independent from the presence of an online connection, with a goal to provide Evo with a fully...
Wait, was it there?
As I said before, it's not like that. Anyway, we decided to meet the requests from the community.
It might be here on the list.
The first result is that we are working to make the single-player modes totally independent from the presence of an online connection, with a goal to provide Evo.
Fuji. Is that's already in the game, isn't it? Red Bull Ring! There! There! Red Bull Ring! Red Bull Ring! Red Bull Ring! I found it! I found it independently! Without any help!
With a
Scroll down? I wish I could. I wish I could. Wow. That's a world first, guys. A world first.
Non Assetto Corsa Classic
You wouldn't
experience.
find that information
This
from
means that
anyone else. Wait, what? How do they make these cars?
Launching the game.
I want to see what it looks like on their end. What was like those weird settings they were doing? You like had sliders. Like here, look at these. Suspension graph. Look, he's just wiggling it around. Look at that. So that... Look at that. Mate. Interesting. Look, simulation. Wind tunnel. Omega and dampening ratios. Omega and damping ratios. The omega ratio. Damn. Is there anything else here? Nah, I can't see. I'm trying to sneak. I'm trying to learn how they do things. There's nothing there. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So what did we learn? What did we learn? That they're a little bit behind, but it is what it is. Dad has come home to Kunos to help out. There's new tracks coming, which I'm looking forward to. There's quite a lot of new stuff coming as well. Things that were planned later on for releases coming earlier. So it seems like they're going to roll out. There's a bit of a delay, but when they do release the next update, it's going to be a big one, basically. That's what I see. That's how I've taken that in. It's going to be a bit of a delay, but when they finally release it, they're going to drop a big bomb on us. A big bomb will be dropped. That's what I think is happening. Well, what exactly was the modding stuff as well? I sort of dozed out when the modding stuff was happening. Like, my brain turned off. I've got Zoomer brain. He said something about modding is coming earlier. So, right, let's sign up for the next Watkins anyway. Yeah, modding tools earlier than expected. So, yeah. They'll be introduced during early access instead of post 1.0. That'd be pretty cool. Depending on how much modding you can do, though. Like, what will the level of modding be? The level of modding. Next Watkins will be even colder, but it'll be at 10 AM, so no grip. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well, I'll sign up for it anyway. And, yeah. Also, that the single-player features will be available without the... Yeah, that's it as well. I mean, for me, that's not an issue, because I'm always connected. I'm always online. I'm an online kind of guy. But, yeah, for some people, I guess it makes sense. For some people, I see why that would be a good thing. Right, let's do some zooming. I think that was a good video. I think we said that, I mean, I guess nothing new has really been announced apart from obviously some new cars and tracks maybe, like throughout the video. That, I mean, they will probably get at some point, right? But at least we know they're pretty much done and they are going to be the ones that are coming. So that's a cool thing to be announced. But it's more, like I said, it's more of an informatory video, and we now know, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted. We now, as a community, know what's coming. And we have more info, more news to look forward to. So, I'm happy with it. I know some people will be like, just release the full game. Where is it? But, again, I don't think there are people that understand what early access means. Yo, Busuv. GG, Mang. Just release the game. Yeah, Raggy, that's all good. You know, Raggy, it's great that the modding tools are going to be coming earlier. That's fantastic, actually. But where's the game? Why is it not released? Raggy! You know, it's all well and good. But it's not out. The full game with every single car and every single track and Nordschleife with full free roam, it's not out right now. So, get to work, or I'm writing a Steam review. Yeah, there'll be another one added to the list, mate. Yo, Summit, what up? Another added to the list. But I kind of, in a way, I don't blame a lot of the people that are a little bit mad because of the early access thing. It's like they've all been fed a lie of what early access is from multiple different game companies that just use it as a ploy to hide any criticism, you know, and invalidate any criticism. So I fully... I understand why. And then when a game does actually have early access, they're like, what the fuck? It's like, get Call of Duty early access, and it's the full fucking multiplayer mode that's fully released. Outside of like maybe 2 or 3 maps. And then from then to the actual full game release, it's like, oh, a few more maps have been added, maybe a game mode, and we've like nerfed a few guns. It's like, yeah, I'm expecting that, you know, what's going on? UKOG, this is the internet. You're supposed to hate one of the sides. Which one should I hate? That's the most, like, internet thing. Like, the guys, what should I hate? Come on, tell me. Hate the Twitch chat? Your safety rating in LMU? You don't have to ask. I don't need to ask. That is
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
already a thing. That can't be real, that lap delta. Yeah, I knew it.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. That was a bit lucky. Oh my god. A dick slide. A fucking dick slide, man.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
such a good lap. No. Oh. Outside of the dick slide, that was really good. Damn it. Fuck. That could have been really good. And also my sector 1 was pretty trash, but... Damn it. I wanted to try and bop the car, to be honest. I think I needed... Probably wasn't good enough to bop it, to be honest, but... I don't think it would have been far off with that lap. I was looking like it would be a 3-something. I think the bop lap is a 1-something. Wait, what's the bop lap here? Does anyone know? I left a message and video clip on a weird glitch I saw on LFM. I'll have a look at that in a second. A weird glitch. A 42.232. So that means... Well, that's what we need to beat then, right? If we beat a 43.232 with the ballast, then we bop the car. The car gets bopped. Let's try and do it. For the sake of the community! Let's bop this bitch. So, did I say 43? I meant 42. So. We've bopped it by a second! We've added 120 kgs to the car. Let's go. And it's still the quickest in Sector 1.
Yellow flag in Sector 2.
Oh my god, if I can just add this Sector 1 to any other lap. This lap's not going to be good because it's lap 1. My tyres aren't warm, which is a bit annoying and a bit sad. But if I can just get a Sector 1 like this. But actually, it's not even that great. But it's up. Ay, caramba, mein boa! Right. Don't do a lap like this. This is the Glen. Welcome to Watkins Glen. I'm your host, UKOG Monkey. Wow. Oh, I hope this guy lets me go. I don't want to get slipstream because that would actually be ridiculous. Please, sir. Oh, what a legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Watch out in front. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Oh, that was really slow. Damn it. No! Still need to find a 10th on that lap.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Dog shit attempt.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Dog shit. Man. I'm trying to bop the car, boys. I'm trying to do something. I said the bop lap is good. This is the problem. The bop lap is genuinely good. It's just this car and the straight line speed and ease to get that lap. Like, I'm getting within a couple tenths of the target lap, like, every run. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I think you're cheating. I am. You're right. You are correct, sir. Look at this. Just hacked that corner. Check him, PC. You're within 6 temps? Well, there's another 6 temps,
The
man.
bop lap may be good, but you, sir, are unfortunately not good luck, though.
You gotta find him. There's no quitting in sim racing. There's always more lap time. There's always more lap time. Not scammed as well. Hey, thank you for that. Need to absolutely send it around the last corner and just pray it's a good one. That was a good turn 1. Using the inside curve at turn 1 like that is actually pretty good. Need to remember how to drive this track well. We're getting there though. Ah, bad bounce. Bad bounce. I've bought your setups. When do I get skill? That's a future update if you get the UKOG Premium Pass. Sit tight. I'm going to catch up with that guy as well. I hope I don't catch that guy. What time is he doing? Oh my god. That is the best turn 1 I will ever do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, just fucking send it for the rest of the lap. Oh no. Please don't be in the way. Ah. Damn it. Really shitty. Really shitty as well. Why do I keep turning in too early there? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Amazing turn 1 again. Let's go. Come on. We're back again. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. Not very good. Fuck off. Nah. There's so much time, man. I had a really good, like, going into the last sector on that lap. There's like almost a 10th in the final corner if I nail it. The mid-sector was really good. The only time I can find in the mid-sector really is the left-hander down the hill. And then that sector 1, man, so much in that sector 1. Fuck. I can see it, but it's so difficult to get, man. So difficult to get. Whew. Is the refuel is fixed? Does adding the tire change add more time? Yes, so fixed refueling is 25 seconds. The tire change on top is only 5 extra seconds. So you always change tire in a 45-minute LFM race. Always. Unless it's wet. Sometimes you don't if it's wet. But it has to be very wet. If it's light rain, then yes, you must change tires. Because wet tires die if they go yellow at all. You often modulate your brake inputs on and off 20 to 30% very quickly. Is it to eliminate understeer? Yeah, so the only way to make this car turn is through braking. You need to either be very good at, well, you need to be pretty good at trail braking, then also modulating your brake as you're going around the corner. Like, it doesn't, you can't just, like, watch this. I'm gonna not trail brake here and watch this. Like you just wait for the car forever to turn. It's impossible. You've got to brake hard and then slowly trail off and then keep that like 10% brake pressure.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Interesting. But you gotta keep that like little bit of brake pressure to make it turn. Otherwise, well, it doesn't turn. Simple as that.
Car on the
I'll
left.
just slip by here.
Clear on the left.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm trying to bop this car in a public practice server. Probably not the best thing to do. The grip might be slightly altered as well because of all the cars in here. The time of day also adds, so it's like 2:01 p.m. instead of it being 11. So there's a lot of little variables. Even though it's meant to be fixed, the game has variables that you can't turn off. But so it's my risk. I'm adding a huge variable that is many other cars. But I was having some fun. I'm just trying to get some pace out of this thing. Trying to not suck. And it's very hard for me to not suck, it seems. I'm really struggling with the final corner. Really struggling. That's where so much of my time is being lost. You can really chunk on that curb. And even then, like, we're green, which is ridiculous. Oh, that fucking bounce. And even the Ford is really tough to get the right bounce through there.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
There's a little bit of time there with fresh tires. To be honest, a couple hundredths there as well. There's a couple hundredths in that corner.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What if I go TC5 here? No. It's got to be 6, and I've got to roll the car around. Okay, that's it. That's the best turn 1 I'll ever do. That's it right there. That's it. That is it.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
You fucker. I need to just fucking accelerate coming out of there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Way too slow in the hot corner. Nowhere near as quick as last lap. Dude, the last lap, I can't believe that's sector 1. That sector 1 from the last lap was nutty. Oh, why did I get the double bounce? No, no, oh my god, I don't understand. Oh, no, no, no. 827, man. 827. I do not believe that just happened. That is the most nutty sector 1 I've ever seen. With KG. 827, man. The potential is there. Right, anyway. The potential is there, but it's so difficult. It's actually very, very difficult. Alright.
Green light.
Bum ba bum. Alright, who's in here? Who's in here? $14. There it is. It's a lot colder, this one. Do we go for the record again? Alright, so what did I do before? I went up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that. What time will it be until? I don't know. I'm just sort of chilling today. After yesterday, sweating it out, I'm just chilling. Kind of want to see if I can get to like I say, the world record ELO. What are we on right now? Actually, I need to double check. My text is too small for me to read. 206. Okay. So we need to get how much more? 14 more? So we need to do 2 more races, basically. How did you get on yesterday? Pretty good. Qualifying didn't go too well, but then after qualifying, it went very well. The actual race was splendid, to say the least. It was a splendid race. Actually, no, the first stint was complete and utter horrifying, at least. The first part of the first stint was horrifying. But because of strategy and because of other people having incidents, we had a real fight. And I mean, I'm not going to say spoilers, but if you haven't watched it yet, but there could be some post-race infringements, which could definitely put us somewhere higher than where we were. A position higher than where we finished. But we don't know yet. It's going to LFM take a few days with that. Yeah, but team manager helped a bit, I think. A little bit of help here and there, you know. A little bit of help here and there, you know.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What do you think, Dennis, to that incident with Justin? Because I looked at it and on the last lap, and obviously Justin's my teammate, and I don't want him to get a penalty, but I think that's penalty. I don't think it'd be the minimum penalty, it'd be a +5. That's a lot of incident points. Yeah, Shea was involved. So you don't think the last lap crash was anything? Because at least from my perspective, Justin goes from being on the right side of the track and goes diagonal across the track and then makes contact with Tobias to hold the position. Like, he literally just goes, meow, and although he is braking in a straight line, his trajectory is diagonal, which is what matters. Like, if I did that, I'd be expecting a penalty 100%. That's the perspective that I'm looking at it from. Like, if I did that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting 5. There's no way. Because I've made contact with another car to preserve my position. If it's a little esport rub, that's fine. But, like, that was under braking. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being a +5, because I don't think I've ever seen an incident like that where it's not had a penalty. It doesn't happen too often. But if someone moves over, or like radically changes their trajectory under braking, or has like a weird braking angle that we considered moving under braking, or moving across the track under braking, it's usually a slam dunk penalty. I think the only way that wouldn't be a penalty is if Tobias was like braking really late and then in the last second he had his car in that position, because then he's doing a dive bomb into a gap that's closing. But that wasn't the case. They were alongside before that. They were alongside the whole way, so Justin knew he was there and he was completely entitled to room on the left with a whole braking zone and the whole corner. There was no like dive bomb attempt. Like, every aspect I look at it from doesn't look good for Justin. But maybe it's a warning.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well done, mate. Your fastest step so far.
Mate, I just did a 42.4 on a fast track. Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't know if it does it come across as that? I'm just saying what I thought of an incident, you know? Justin drove awesome.
Yellow flag ahead.
I'm just saying that that incident, regardless of how well Justin drove, in my opinion, that is a penalty. And I'd never see that not as a penalty if anyone else did it on the grid. Yes. Oops. A pen if Toby died? I don't... I think in some cases that's a thing, if it's like Robin is racing, like... But it's... If you're actively defending your position, let's say I'm breaking into a corner, and someone's on my left, and I just go... Bang! Even though my wheel's straight, right? And hit them off. Like, I've defended my position by basically taking out the other car. Or making contact with the other car so they don't have a chance to overtake. It'd be similar if, like, let's say we're on the straight here, right? And someone comes up my left. There's, like Sasha last race. He's slipstreaming me on the left here. And he's on my left right now, right? And then in this braking zone, I brake like this. You know what I mean? Like, my wheel's straight, but I've gone from the right to the left and hit him. And now he's gone off the track, or, you know, at least in some way, even if it's just minor, now he can't overtake. He can't go for the move because I've gone diagonal and hit him. I think the only thing that's making some people maybe think it's not a pen is because the trajectory of Nürburgring Turn 1 is a slight curve. So that might throw people off, I don't know. But if you go from, like, the aerial shot, it's absolute... I think it's pretty obvious. Which would suck, but it is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, he's letting me go. I need to take my time because I don't know how quick this Steven man is ahead. Steven. Alright, now we go. Can always slow down on this lap. First lap isn't very quick. Yo, Sasha! What up, man? GG on the other race, sir. Good fighting. That's what we like to see. I did a bit of a silly strategy so I could have a shot at the record. So I do apologize being a little bit all over the place. But you drove very well, sir. Very good win.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
It's fucking Sasha, man. It's fucking Sasha. It's a fucking Sasha sub, man. Oh! Whoop! Whoop on Gangnam Style. Don't know why I was whopping. Thanks, Dennis. No! I'm gonna get one more go. One go. Is my quali lap gonna be a fast track send, or will I actually do a good lap? It's be fair, it's getting quicker and quicker. We're optimal now, so this last lap is everything anyway. And if I don't start first, it can make for a more fun race.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
It's really slowly getting faster. It's annoying. This ain't gonna be true optimal at all for this last lap. Like, this lap's not been too bad, and I'm still like a 0.3. I was doing that in the 23 server, you know. We need I reckon about 5 or 6 laps into the race is when we're gonna suddenly get the pace. Right, rear tires need to be 1 click less. Just remember that for the race. 1 click less rears. Alright, let's do this.
Losing time in sector 3.
Nice. That is a fabulous turn 1. I will be telling my mother of that turn 1. 2 clicks down on the rear, actually. Fuck!
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Damn. If this quali went on for one more lap, I think we get a 41. Slits. Dash. Thank you for that wonderful message. Did your cat type that? UKOG, do you do any coaching? I sometimes look at laps and review them on stream and laugh. I mean, coach. I tell people how to go slightly quicker, but it doesn't. It's been a while since I've done it, to be honest. I should probably do it more. Does your room still stink of cat poo? It's actually not that bad now. I've really cleaned it. Very much cleaned it. Now, if you join my Discord server, go to the... Is it Hot Laps Coaching? Coaching / Hot Laps, whatever it's called. If you post a lap from in-car view without the fucking shaky camera movement, just have your wheel on, have your hood available, no shaky camera movement, please, not from helmet cam. I'll be nauseous. And maybe I'll have a look at it on stream at some point. I can try and help you out. Alright, stint 1 we'll go... Should we do the same as we did last time? Go really long for stint 1. Guys, should we do the same as what we did last time? Have a disastrous stint 1, lose loads of time, but then send it for stint 2. And go for the record. Because we got another chance at the record here. Wait, we had 58 leaders last time, wasn't it? 58. You can do the opposite. Oh God, no, 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 not doing that. I got to get into the zone first, and then it works.
Whoa. Let's go.
How much did we have
Thanks
last
for
time,
resubscribing
Rangu?
to UKOG.
Hello, UKOG and Chad.
Yo,
You all look
Ruba.
lovely today.
Oh, thank you so much. So do you. Thank you for 20 months. 58? Alright, we'll go one more lap. So 61, right? That should be it. So 61, and then I added 28 last time. So 1, 2, 3, 25. A 25-liter run at the end. Right. Don't forget tire pressures for the pit. Yeah, but the pressures might be a little bit all over the place because we put the fuel in. So we'll just have to play that by ear. And we know that stint 1 is going to be a nightmare. So I need to be using high TC for, like, the whole of the mid-sector. Or at least the left-hander of the mid-sector. And then we should be good. You are 1 liter over? Okay. Sorted. Yo, Lincoln David, what up? I have a Porsche Cup race at Spa tomorrow. Currently doing low 224s. Any tips? Porsche Cup, don't go into first gear at any point. Second gear is your friend. What other tips have I got for Porsche Cup? That's about it. Don't go in first gear. First gear is a lie. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe turn 1 at Spa?
30 seconds.
Will the source be? I don't think it will. At least from memory, it's a lie.
20 seconds.
Alright, let's do this. Right, big amount of fuel to start out. This is going to make it very interesting. Although, it's a Honda behind, so we should technically not have many issues. But yeah, using second gear will help you so much with not spinning the car as well. Like, for reference, I use second gear for turn 1 at Kyalami, and it's absolutely fine when I'm driving it. I use it everywhere. I don't think I've ever been into first gear in the Porsche Cup car. Although I don't know if I've ever driven it around Spa, so I couldn't really say. But I would advise, at least not for the last chicane. No way do you want to go into first for the final chicane. No way in hell. Maybe turn 1, but just test it. Test it. If you've got a bit of time, test it. Because it'll make it stupidly easy to go on throttle. And also, because the first gear is so short, you just lose so much time. And like, with all the gear shifting, the revs kicking up, it's just so much harder to drive. And you can short shift as well. So you can like go into first, for example, then short shift the second when you want to accelerate. Just so you can control the rear if it gets a bit loose, right? But from experience, you don't want to do... once you get past second gear, you don't want to do any short shifting. So second gear onwards, like you don't want to short shift the 4th or short shift the 5th around the corner. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like, use the full acceleration of that Cup car. Abe drove it at Spa yesterday. He didn't use first, but it was wet. That's probably the same then. Let's try to find time. But maybe the best way is just go on YouTube, go to like the Go lap, for example, right? And see what they do. Because they will have maybe not fully maximized the car, but they're going to have a very, very good, you know, instinct of, you know, what works, right? So maybe just quickly check the Go lap, see if they go into first at turn 1. But apart from that, I'd say, yeah, that's probably a big thing that a lot of people, it's what I see a lot of people do in the Porsche Cup car. They'll go around a corner, go in first gear, and go, light up the rears, and then go again. And they'll just do it every time. Like the McLaren as well. I don't know, anyone in the chat, anyone, are you a McLaren driver? The amount of times I've seen McLaren drivers go into first gear everywhere.
Stay double file.
And then they go, and max out the revs. The rear's going crazy. And then they have to switch to second. The TC's going fucking nuts. Like, you want to avoid first gear like the plague in the McLaren. And you find it's just free time. It's free time. For free, you get time. I like free time. Remember Monza turn 1? I went from using first gear to trying second, and it's like, if you get it right, hook it up, it's like a tenth. Because the gear change costs you so much. Green, green, green! Holy fuck, that thing's got nose!
Clear on the left.
Wait, let's set him up. Let's set him up. He's in a Honda. Let's set him up.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 1.
I would hate to be driving that car. As you know, driving fine, racing, no. He did lift at the end though, he backed out of. But even then, that is fucking ridiculous. And this is why this car needs a nerf.
Big window is open.
Like the Aston and BMW would be able to get like alongside him, but not a full clear like that. It's just too much. Check out the Honda for this mid sector though, and this last sector. Look how quick this thing is going to be hit. Well, if he gets the corner right. Yeah, he has to do the corner correct first. The Honda in the mid and last sector is so... Look at that! It's just appeared in my mirror. It's absolutely crazy in the downforce corners and the acceleration zones. But then, obviously... He's in my slipstream, guys! It's over! It's over, boys. Ah, GG. 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 Oh my god. This is disgusting. This is filthy. Lads, it was in my slipstream at Watkins Glen. One of the most ridiculous slipstream because of the hill ever in this game. And I still pulled 2 temps. And now he's got the other guy on him. Yeah, that man will be releasing a tweet soon. And I'm loaded on fuel. Oh, mate, just... I really hope there is a fucking patch for this game. There needs to be, man. There's nothing LFM can do. Because Bob won't fix it. Bob doesn't fix straight line speed like that. This car could have 100 kg. And it would still probably be the quickest car in a straight line. We need Jesus. Unless I can get the restrictor working, LFM, but it's so broken. If you guys don't know, the restrictor in this game is so broken. It just doesn't really work. But I really just hope there's a top speed nerf for this car at some point in the future. And it doesn't have to be by that much. Just like make it 2 times slower on every track on average. Due to top speed. And only top speed. Or engine power, however you want to do it, right? It just... about 2 temps on every track. So for here, for example, that means it'll be a temp slower in Sector 1. That makes it actually a little bit slower than the Nissan and Aston, but that's fine. I'd rather it be slower than anything's better, right? You still want this car to be insane in a straight line, right? It's part of the lore of this car. You need to still make it a fast car in a straight line, but not to this extent. Oh, feeling me warning. Fuck! My balls! My balls! I enjoy the Macca so much, but as a regular viewer of yours, I've never seen a Macca in the top 10. Should I change car? Depends what you are... Depends who you're driving against, really. You'll never really see many Maccas in the top of Pro Series because the meta for Macca is like lower wing setups, and they're very hard to drive, very hard to get the pace out of. If it rains, you're kind of screwed, and yeah. The Macca is an amazing car to drive and feels fantastic when it's at a track where it uses max wing. And unfortunately, the Macca just has a completely different aero, like, to every other car in the game. It's like, very unique. And unfortunately, it acts as a detriment to the car in terms of raceability and stuff. And I'd know that because I mained the Macca for quite a few seasons. I've done SRO twice in the Macca. I know that car pretty well. It's not as bad for endurance races because of its tire wear. However, there's also one horrific thing when it does come to endurance races. And that is, because you have to run low wing on that car. Was the non-Evo the same? No, completely different. I wish the Evo had the exact same aero as the non-Evo. The non-Evo was perfect. It was normal. But, yeah, the problem is you're in an endurance race and you're running a 6-wing setup around Suzuka because that's what the bop lap's set on. That's the only way you're going to find pace, right? Halfway through your 6-hour endurance race, it starts to rain and you're on 6 wing. Good luck. No other car in the game would be like that. No other car in the game is running half the wing it has at Suzuka. Red Bull Ring? Guys, I always did Red Bull Ring on 4-wing or 3-wing. The OP setup for Red Bull Ring in the McLaren is minimum. Imagine it rains at Red Bull Ring in an endurance race and you're on minimum wing. Misano, you can use both. 6-wing and max wing are very similar. Like I say, the tracks where you can run max wing, car is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It can win sprint races. It can win endurance races. Phenomenal. the tracks where you're forced to use a lower wing for pace, horrible. Just doesn't feel like a normal car. It's not nice. And if you choose to go max wing and be like, fuck it, I don't like this, you just lose pace. The car's been bopped for a low wing setup, so you're just gonna lose pace. No, again, no other car in the game's like that. There's no other car in the game where, like, I don't want to use that setup because it's unsafe. I'll crash. Maybe a little bit the Porsche in race trim. I don't know. I'm probably talking bullshit, but there's too many. Basically, the McLaren has way too many compromises to make it a competitive car to, like, win championships. There's too many compromises that you have to do with that car. If there's a mixed weather race or mixed conditions, you're fucked. Some tracks it's better than others, but for the most part, yeah, you're fucked. But again, it also depends on, like, what you like, your preferences, and also what split you're in, right? Let's say you're in split 2 or 3, so you're not quite on, like, the esport pace yet, right? And you drive the Macca, and you go for the safer setup, the max wing setup, because it drives way better, right? If you're beating your lap times in other cars, go for it. Keep driving it. Don't let anyone stop you, you know? If you're enjoying the car and you can beat lap times and you feel it's good, go for it. It's just the problem gets when you get to esport level and everyone's eked out all the pace, right? Everyone's eked out all the pace, and you've got to do what gets you more time. Because if you don't, someone else is doing it and then someone else is beating you, you know? Is the Merc good for endurance? As long as it's not very hot, yes. If it's very hot, the Merc suffers. Apart from that, it's pretty consistent. It's probably, to be honest, it's probably one of the more consistent cars at the big popular tracks. So, like, Nordschleife, although it's horrible to drive there in terms of pace, very good. Spa and Bathurst, and the reason why is because the Merc is one of the few cars in the game where it's max wing literally everywhere. It's almost, oh god, slow down, we're good. It's max wing literally everywhere. So, for example, I mean, this is the best comparison, right? At Spa, the McLaren is on minimum wing. That is, no matter what, the McLaren is on minimum wing, yeah? The Merc is on maximum wing. Or I think I've seen a setup where it was 2 clicks off maximum. But at least in the race, it's almost certainly going to be on maximum wing. Because that's how to get the most pace out of it. It's not very quick in a straight line, but the mid-sector it gains like half a second on every other car. It's nuts. So what does that mean for it when it comes to tracks like that? Where, like, most other cars in the game as well are running lower wing at Spa. Like the Ferrari's running low wing, Lambo's running low wing, Honda's running low wing, Porsche's running low wing. Every single car is, like, running some sort of low wing setup, apart from maybe the Aston, but I don't know. So what does that mean for the Merc if it comes to, like, a 24-hour race with mixed conditions? Well, that means that if it rains, it's the only car with maximum downforce. So every other car is fucked if it rains. Like, in comparison. What does that mean for tire wear? Well, every other car is on low wing setup, which means it's a bit more slidey, more than likely has worse tire wear. So the Merc gains the advantage there. And then the Merc has one advantage over every other car in the game. This is probably its biggest advantage. Is that, apart from the aero thing, the Merc, when it's cold, goes way faster than every other car. So, what do I mean by that? So, when it's colder, you go quicker. Your lap times are quicker. And the reason is, tires don't warm up as much and get, like, slidey in some cases, but the engine just is more efficient. When it gets colder, your engine works better. And that's why now, we're in cold temps right now, I'm going to be going to try and get the PB, I'm trying to get the PB LFM lap, right? Because it's cold, so my time's going to be really quick. So, let's say, for example, I'm going to be gaining 4 tenths a lap over what it would be if I was in 23 degrees, right? Because it's colder, I'm going 4 tenths a lap quicker. The Merc will be going 5 tenths a lap quicker. It just gains more in the colder temps. Like, its engine is more efficient. So, let's say, like, for an example... Shit. Wait, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. I was getting lost in the source now. I forgot what even lap I was on. But like, let's say for an example, you know, so that all the bop laps right now are done on the same temperature to make it fair, right? So it's 23C. Every bop lap is done at 23C. That is the standard for, you know, LFM, all the go laps, all the high-mo laps, everything, right? If the bop laps, let's say the standard was 19C instead, so 4 degrees colder, then the Merc would have more additional bop. Like, on average, it would probably have at least 2 or 3 kgs more on every single track. You know what I mean? Because it's a bit colder, so it's going a bit quicker. I'm going to watch the LFM Pro mod now. See you later. Don't disappoint me. Enjoy. Now, there's other cars that work like that as well, but not as insane as what the Merc does with the temps. But like I say, it's also not very good in the opposite way. So when it gets hot, it's not that great. And its tires don't work too well when it's hot as well, so that's its big, big weakness. And also, a lot of people just don't like how it drives. And also, it's horrible to just get the time out of, so that's the main reason people avoid the Merc. Like, I'm sure if the Merc Esport driver, let's say Dara came back to ACC for some reason, or let's say Tobias Gromwald and all those decided to hit up LFM Pro in the Merc, and really sent it as much as they do for SRO, I guarantee they would be, like, winning almost every round. But the problem is, it's such a pain in the ass to find the time. It's horrible. It's horrible to drive. And they all agree. I don't know a single team member that drove the Merc but said that was a pleasant drive, you know? In all the DMs on Discord and, you know, public stuff, they just do not like driving the car, but they were teamed up with Mercedes, you know. Mercedes was partnered with them, so they had a contractual obligation. But at the end of the day, if you're winning shit, that's what matters, and they were winning shit. They won a lot of shit, so fair play. Oh, shit. Okay, the rear is getting really sketchy now. Doing a lot better pace than I did last time. I think just because I've learned the car a bit more and, like, learned how to drive the track a bit more, way, way quicker than I was on average in that last race. My pressures are fucked, though. I need to change now. I think for me personally, no matter what, it's probably all Ford.
Car on the left.
At least if it's a sprint race. If it's an endurance race, I ain't picking Ford. Ain't no way you're seeing me in an endurance series in a Ford unless, I don't know, unless this car gets patched. Or if it's SRO and they have their own bop. The funny SRO bop. Where every single round the Ford got like minus kg. Who remembers that? The Ford getting like minus kgs everywhere in SRO. That would be the dream. But there was like only one silver car running the Ford, so...
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Why no endurance in the Ford? It just doesn't have any of the benefits that a lot of the other cars have. So the Ford is not very good in the wet. It just isn't.
Whoa, let's go.
Some
Thanks
tracks
for
it's better
resubscribing
than
to
other
UKOG.
tracks.
Please accept my
Yo!
monthly tithe.
Thank you very much. I accept it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, some tracks it's better than other tracks, but it's mainly traction based. So like let's say you go to Indianapolis, this car is going to be fucking miles off the pace. Miles off the pace. But take it to, I don't know. But again, I was going to say Spa, but it's fucking miles off. Bathurst is miles off. I don't know. There might, maybe Imola. Maybe Imola. That's all I can think of. But it's just not very good in the wet. And if you're in an endurance series, or just in general, any endurance race, the chances are there's going to be some rain at some point. So you're kind of screwed. The second thing is the tire wear. It's not the worst tire wear in the world, but it's by far not the best. You know, you've got to manage them if you want them to last a full stint. For sprints, it's fine, for the most part, but in endurance races, it does bite your ass a lot more. And I wouldn't like to have to manage my tires. I'd like to just jump in a McLaren and Ferrari and just, you know, do the same pace the whole stint, you know? And then, another thing is the fuel. It uses a lot of fuel. So, like, again, in sprint stuff, it's probably using like 5 or 6 liters more than some cars, right? Whereas in an endurance series where you're doing 65-minute stints, it's using like 10 liters more than some other cars. Which again makes it a not great over a full stint. So that's why I wouldn't pick it for an endurance series. There's too many sort of negatives about the car. Like I say, whereas you take like the McLaren, and although that's got a lot of negatives, in fact, I don't know. Would I choose the McLaren over the Ford? That's a tough one, actually. I think they're both similar. Ferrari definitely, though. Aston's a great pick. Is your brake pedal squeaking? It does. I can hear it. Do you guys hear it? A little squeak. I think it is.
Keep it up.
It's always had a little squeak, but I'm definitely noticing it now. To drive Audi? I did Audi last week. It was around here as well, actually, coincidentally. It was an interesting time, but I found pace quite well, I think. It was way better than I thought it would be. Drive the Aston around here? I don't think I'll drive the Aston around anywhere. I despise driving that car. I've driven the Aston around Donny. I don't know how long ago it was, a couple months ago. It wasn't that bad, but I was not a fan of it. The fact that you a lot of the time have to use TC0 and the way the power comes in on that car, really annoying. But it just feels so lazy and boring. I don't know. Just don't like driving it. If I had to drive it for like an endurance series or something, obviously I'd learn to drive it and just do it, right? Because that's kind of what you like. For an endurance race, you want something that's a bit lazy and boring. So you can just shut off and drive, right? But if I'm doing like a sprint race, or it's a car that I want to main and, you know, use a lot, man, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't know why I like the Ford. A lot of people say, oh, it's so understeery, so sluggish, so this. I genuinely love this car. I really like driving it. It feels natural to me. I like driving this. I wish it had a nerf, though. It should not be this fast in a straight line. It needs nerfing. Like, if the Ford came out, if it was a nerf for the Ford from Kunos, as long as it didn't change how this car drives, or like really fucked something up with it, I would 100% still be driving this car. Stop the cap, wait till it happens. I absolutely, oh, if, that's the thing. If it happens. Kunos, please. What about the Nissan? Is it banned? Yeah, it's not banned from LFM. It's just banned from Pro Series because they're wanting to go to the SRO calendar. Because SRO will be coming up, and SRO don't allow the Bentley or the Nissan for like the past XX amount. I don't think the Nissan's ever been allowed. The Bentley hasn't been allowed for 2 years. So they're just keeping in line with that rule. But there's many arguments why the Bentley and Nissan would be banned besides that as well. Because they're fundamentally on an older tire model, because they're older cars. Like, so they were both massively uncompetitive. So those who don't know, the Bentley and Nissan were massively uncompetitive cars. Like, a second off pace on almost every track, right? Just no, you didn't use them. When 1.9 came out, they were unusable cars. But then, maybe a year ago, I'd like to say, I'm not sure exactly when, Kunos came out with an update, and they made the Nissan and Bentley, like, a little bit better. So they took, like, kg off them, changed their suspension, aero, and stuff like that, and tried to make them a little bit more competitive, as well as the Lexus as well. But for some reason, this doesn't apply to the Lexus, and I don't know why, but for some reason, the Bentley and Nissan just have this thing where their tires are like 10 degrees colder than every other car's tires in the game. And no one knows really why. I don't know if it's the tire model itself, or the size of the tire, or maybe the weight of the cars. I don't know, but unfortunately in this sim, tire temperatures are massive for lap time, especially in the wet. Like, the wet, that's the big one. So, if anyone remembers that that maximum PSI bug, where everyone was running on max PSI, the reason why that worked was because the higher the PSI, the colder the tires. That's why it was so quick. Even when your tires are green, right, in the wet, if they're colder, you just go faster. So they patched that, so that isn't a thing anymore. Obviously, that got patched very quick, thankfully. But it's still a thing where if your tires are colder, you go quicker. You can't manipulate with the PSI anymore in the wet, but you can manipulate it by just having a car that runs less temperature in its tires. And the Bentley and the Nissan just have this. So in the wet, they're fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. If there's anything that, like, let's say you're doing an endurance series and it's light rain where tires are going yellow, GG, Bentley wins, you know? But also in, like, hot temperatures as well. You know, it's like every other car's suffering, getting blisters. Those cars will be fine. And, it definitely, I can see why. Like, because Bentley and Nissan haven't been allowed in Pro Series for a long time. And then they added them back, or at least they've not been used. I don't think they were allowed. I swear they literally weren't allowed. But they tried it like 3 seasons ago. So the first season, Castorino won in the Nissan. Then the next season, I won in the Ford. And then Castorino won again in the Nissan. I think that's how it worked. I'm not certain, but I think that's the timeline. So maybe they thought there's too much evidence that these cars are a little bit too broken. I don't know. This isn't my opinion. I'm just stating what maybe, you know what I mean? That could be the reason. Castorino won twice. Okay, gotcha.
Box.
You won, then Castorino won twice. But yeah, maybe LFM were like, okay, there's probably something a little bit too busted here. That might add to it, but also we want to follow the SRO calendar. I don't know, as I say, I don't know the exact reasoning, but at least that's what's publicly stated, is about the SRO calendar. But, you know, I personally think, just for fairness, the Ford should be banned from this season, 100%. That's my opinion. From Pro Series, at least. Because I am very, very worried that this next Thursday coming up is going to be like a 90% Ford lobby. I think it's going to be pretty sad. Box. Like, if it was up to me, the Ford wouldn't be allowed. Now, you can't bop straight line speed like this. It's unboppable.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Let's go, go, go! Right. Fresh tires. Astro won't ban the Ford. That's fine, because, that's absolutely fine, because it's Endurance Series. In an Endurance Series, it doesn't matter. It's just Sprint. Sprint is what matters. That is where the Ford is too fast. Too fast. Because none of the negatives apply to it. The fuel doesn't really apply for it. The tire wear doesn't really apply for it. You know, in an hour's race, a lot of the time it's not going to be mixed weather like endurance races. You know, so a lot of the time if it's like 100% dry, you know, that doesn't apply to it. Like I say, it's not a great car when it comes to endurance. There's a lot of negatives for this car when it comes to endurance. Like, straight line ain't going to save you over a 24-hour race. But, yeah, in terms of sprint racing, yeah, it's great. And yeah, you might show up and it's a wet Silverstone, right? It's 100% rain on Silverstone. Fuck. Oh well, that's one drop round, you know? It's one drop round. Whereas in an endurance race, that's your race. And there's not many of them, you know? Can't just drop an endurance race. Imagine like a 12-hour wet Red Bull Ring or something. Like, just imagine the suffering. 12 hours of wet Indy in a Ford. Unless there was some sort of wet bop. GG. I couldn't think of anything worse. You have the perfect opportunity to pick something else. The thing is, right, what you got to understand is, like, for any other series, for example, AOR, I'm in a fucking Lexus. You know what I mean? I'm in a Lexus for AOR. We have all of the FDA in there. We have, like, you know, Jardy and quite a lot of others, Ramone, like, you know, some other esport drivers are in there, right? I'm in a fucking Lexus. You know, I like picking random cars and having fun. The thing is, though, there's only one championship that consistently happens and consistently has prize money. And also, just for my own driver rep, You know, I can put it on my driver CV. You know, AOR, if I win it, you know, it's something, right? But if you win LFM Pro, that's a big thing for your record, right? And I am, you know, I need to think about that. So if it means one series I have to be a tryhard for, I'm going to do it. And if I know that the only way I'm going to win is if I drive the Ford in Pro Series, I got to do it. I'd be stupid not to. I'd be a fucking idiot. Yeah, and I might not win anyway, but at least I'm giving myself the best chance. You know, I drove, what, like 3 seasons in a fucking McLaren? I drove 2 seasons in the 296. I drove the 488. I have drove so many cars that have no straight line speed for Pro Series, and it always bit me in the ass. Because I get into a race, and I'm behind a guy in front who's got a quicker car, and I do not move. There is no moving.
Right. Clear on the right.
The 296, to be honest, isn't that bad of a pick. That would definitely be at least my second pick outside the Ford. If the Ford got banned, that would be my pick, because all the reverse grid races this season are on tracks that have a low wing setup for the Ferrari. So, like, it's like Paul Ricard, Spa, you know what I mean? So, for example, Paul Ricard, it's quicker than the Ford in a straight line, you know, so it'd be better on a few of these tracks. But, yeah, I'd definitely go for the Ferrari out if I had to pick another car. And then you've got that wet race where the Ford will be pretty good. So, Ferrari will be pretty good. Ford. Wet. Right, let's focus. Let's try and get this lap record. Right, the lap record was set by me last race, a 2.9 something. I forgot to change the pressures, didn't I? Damn it, we're going to be running around with... Fuck, shit. Oh well. Man, we have been rambling. I think that's it. New record achieved.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far.
GG, boys. All I need to do is shut up for 1 lap. Now do a 0.1. I think I can do it if I get a good Sector 1. Or do I don't even need a Sector 1. I don't even need a Sector 1. I don't even need a Sector 1!
fastest lap of the race. Great job, man.
No. I can't keep up. That lap was too good, man. The mid-sector of that lap was so insane. I can't, it's gonna be hard. Not as good at turn one, but still it's pretty good. Push! I can't match that. I think my tyres, even though it's only been a few laps, are just not able to do those two corners as well anymore. Man, I'm so consistent. This is insane. Wow. Come on. Up again. Come on. Oh, what was that? We have liftoff to the moon. Fuck you. To the fucking moon. That mid-sector was fucking bonkers on that lap. Alright, one last attempt. I highly doubt this is possible on the last lap here. Highly doubt it. but
Yellow
I'll try.
flag in sector 1. Right, you've just stopped the last lap as leader. Stay focused. The pit window is closing down.
That felt insane, but my tires are dying. That was an amazing turn 1, but
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
I'm not even that much further up, you know. I'll send it though, I'll try. No, tires, please! No! I can hear the pain in these tires, man. Nah, it's GG. Man, that was a crazy lap, though, considering. I don't know how we were still green. It was screaming at me. Fucking hell. Man, that was a really nice looking few laps.
Excellent
Woo!
job, mate. P1. What a race. Well done. Well
Wow.
managed. Bring it back home.
That was a good lap, though. Oh my god, dude. Dude. You gotta see this, guys. Look. Dude. 847. Imagine if I did a 41.9. It was there, man. It was there. That was my worst sector 1 of the whole final stint, apart from the first lap. Any other sector 1 from the whole stint, and it would have been a 0.9. Any other one. Fuck. Could have been. Could have been. Let me name this so I don't forget. But what am I doing? No, I can't be bothered. I wanted to name the pressures, but I just can't be bothered. Oh, anyway, that's the UKOG dock. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see my UKOG dock? Well, apart from I added for the race, I went 0-0 toe. That's the only thing I did. So it's on -1, and I went to that, just so my tires don't die in the race. Oh, and also 2 ducts gets cold. Those are the 2 changes I made. Check it out on Go Setups, guys. Go Setups. Check out my UKOG Mustang docks. If you are already a Go subscriber, you can get them now for no extra cost. Is that good? Does that sound good, guys? Right, anyway, although this has been a little bit of a short stream, I think I'm going to call things there because I'm really, really hot and sweaty. And also, I want to go spend time with my wife. I've been neglecting her this week because I've been grinding sim racing. I've been on the Wednesday doing lots of shit as well. So I'm going to spend the evening with my wife. So, guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. Not the ELO record yet, by the way. We've I think we're like 3 or 4 off. So the next stream, we'll just copy and paste the title. Just copy and paste it. But no, seriously, guys, thank you very much for all the support as always. Thanks for all the subs tonight, all that good stuff, and yeah, all the YouTube guys, thanks for the likes. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. A little bit of waffling today as well. I turned into Jardia for that stint. You guys see that? Well, for this race. For this race, I turned into Jardia for a brief period. Which, yeah. A little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to be live again I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be live again. Maybe the weekend. Maybe Monday. But I'll see you on the next one, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. A pleasure. A good week's racing. Take care. And enjoy the good weather as well. Because it's very nice weather. Wait, on Twitch side, is Fosh still streaming, by the way? I'll go give him a raid if he is. Can someone confirm? No? Oh. Well, shit. Alright, I'll just stop the stream. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.